sklearnutilsvalidationcheckisfitted. Description: this function is a utility in scikit-learn that checks if a given estimator has been fitted. It raises an exception if the estimator has not been fitted, ensuring that you don't attempt to use an unfitted model for prediction or other operations. Inputs: estimator, the estimator object to be checked. This can be any scikit-learn estimator like a classifier, regressor, or transformer. Attributes: this is a list of strings, each representing an attribute that should be present in the fitted estimator. These attributes are typically used to store information about the model learned during the fitting process. For example, a linear regression model would have attributes like core or intercept that store the fitted coefficients and intercept. By default, fit attributes is set to n features in n sample scene. Feature names n. Alarony: this parameter determines whether all or any of the specified attributes need to be present in the estimator. The default is all, meaning that the estimator must have all the attributes from the attributes list. If set to any, at least one of the attributes must be present. Outputs: no explicit output. The function either raises an exception if the estimator is not fitted or silently returns if the estimator is fitted. Steps: checks if the estimator is an instance of base estimator or a subclass for each attribute specified in the attributes list. Checks if the attribute exists on the estimator. If all attributes are present, if alarony is all or at least one attribute is present, if alarony is any, the function returns without doing anything. If any of the specified attributes are missing, the function raises a not fitted error exception. Metrics: no specific metrics are associated with this function as it is purely a validation check. Visualization plots: this function is not involved in visualization, so no plots are produced. Fine-tune parameters: attributes: you can adjust this list to include any specific attributes that you need to check for your estimator. Alarony: if you want to check for the presence of at least one attribute from the list, you can set this parameter to any. Uncertainty methods: this function does not relate to uncertainty methods or model predictions. Challenges and fixes: challenge 1, the function can be overly strict and might raise an exception if the fitted estimator has attributes that are not explicitly listed in the attributes list. Sample use case: you have a custom estimator that has a fitted attribute called model weights, but you are not checking for this attribute in the attributes list. Fixes to overcome this include all necessary attributes in the attributes list. Challenge 2: if alarony is set to all but the estimator has only a subset of the attributes specified, a not fitted error will be raised. This could be a false positive if a specific attribute is not needed for the particular use case. Sample use case: you are using a pre-trained model that only has attributes like n features in n. Feature names n, but you are checking for n sample scene. Fixes: you can either adjust the attributes list to remove the unnecessary attribute or set alarony to any to check for at least one attribute.